time to put the boot on the jugular. On everybody, hope you're doing well. So firstly, I want to thank Hector and Grace, the dynamic duo from Uptown Sports and Yankees Morning Brew, for not only joining me last night on the postgame show, but having me on their morning their show this morning as well. And shout out to TC Steels. Great seeing you, brother. And thank you, NFE, for joining us last night, too. Appreciate you all. You're the best. Love you guys. So the Yankees won last night, as you know, right? Clark Schmidt came through. Giancarlo Stanton came through. Okay? It looks like Aaron Judge is close to coming through, and I hope that today is the day that he does that. We have got Garrett Cole on the mound today. Okay? And we have the opportunity to put our boots on the jugular of the Royals and close this thing out tonight. So they have to bring it. They have to bring it. Okay? And remember, this was a team that pundits, experts, content creators pegged as a fifth place team, the Yankees. Okay? So, and I want to keep that in mind. As much as I love the energy that's going on in Citi Field with the Mets, I think it's therapeutic for Mets fans. They're getting something that have they been denied for a long time, and there's magic going on in Citi Field right now. If I'm the Yankees, I'm playing with a giant chip on my shoulder. Whether we play them, if we get to the World Series, right? If we get to the ALCS, first of all, and we play the Tigers or we play the Guardians, if we get to the World Series, we play the Mets or the Dodgers or the Padres. I don't care who we play. I want to have a giant chip on our shoulders. Say, you guys pegged us as a crap team, okay? And we defied the odds, okay? You said everything we did was a dumpster dive. We defied the odds, right? Yeah, we're pissed off, and we're going to play that way. You guys ruled us out. You counted us out, right? We're going Rocky Balboa here. We're getting back up. That's the way that's the mentality I would have as a Yankee and a Yankee fan, and if I was a member of that team, okay? And credit to, Carlos Mendoza for guiding his team to a magical season and motivating the hell out of his players. So, and again, to me, it almost feels like a collision course to a Subway Series. The team, both New York teams that fans counted out this year, neither one of these teams is expected to go this far. Okay? And this could actually happen. I hope it does. That, to me, would be a phenomenal World Series. It would also guarantee that the World Series parade is in New York, which needs a parade. So, with that said, shout-outs across the board, okay, to not only Clay Holmes for adapting to his new role as, situational reliever and taking it in the chin like a man, like an adult, and thriving in the role too, but Luke Weaver to thriving as the new closer on this team, right? And kudos to Aaron Boone for creating the opportunities for these guys to do that. He's been a lot more methodical with his bullpen management in the postseason than he did in the regular season. So I got to give a shout out to him for that. And give a shout out to Brian Cashman for the guys that he brought in, like Luke Weaver, right? And some of the people that they said were not going to be anything. These dumpster dives are helping lead the Yankees potentially to the promised land, right? And to me, that's worth giving credit for. Okay. And again, we'll be critical when we need to be critical. Okay. We are going to go live tonight too, and hopefully we celebrate a win. So if you're here and you're not subbed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. All right. Your notifications too. That way you do know when we go live, you know when news comes out. But if you enjoy the content, please hit the thumbs up too. I thank you so much for it. It really means the world. I don't want you to miss anything. I want you to join this growing family. Okay. We're on a march. We're gonna try to get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year if we can. And your support really means the world. And I don't want you to miss out on the ride. Okay. And but going back to the Yankees, it was pretty simple last night. They won, and like I'm going to use Vin Diesel's line from the original Fast and Furious. I don't care. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, right? Winning 11-2 is the same as winning 3-2, which is what they did last night. Made it more traumatic yesterday. It made it more, anticlimactic and more stressful because we were relying on the bullpen. But kudos to the freaking bullpen for coming through so often, especially since we're not getting stellar outings from our starters right now. So in this division round, the Mets starters are going longer than I think any other team starters in the postseason. So kudos to them, and them and the Tigers, I'd say. So getting great performances where we need to get great performances, and we're getting critical performances where we need to get critical performances, and that's what the playoffs are all about, right? And the best team win. The best team doesn't always have to be the most powerful team, the most gaudy stats team. Be the team that just wins and figures out a way to do it. And that's what the Yankees are doing right now. So they're figuring out how to win games that people don't think they can win. And when they do lose, a lot of folks think they're going to continue to lose. And they're not doing that. They're defying the odds, right? And testament to a playoff team and a playoff run. So I got to give major shout outs to the Yankees across the board. The Yankees players and the coaches and management across the board. Okay. But I have to give the same shout out to the Mets because they're doing it too. So, but what do we need to do now? Garrett Cole he looked like he was breathing fire last night in the dugout towards the end of the game. He was like, they kept pointing the camera to him. He was like, dude, I'm going to take it to you guys tomorrow, man. Like, I'm going to put this team on my back tomorrow, and we're going to close this freaking series out tomorrow. We are the best road team in baseball. Okay? They are. They have the best road record in baseball. Okay? It's better than their home record. So this is the opportunity for them to do that. And that's also the benefit of having home field advantage, too. Because you can win series on the road. It'll be harder to win a 7-game series on the road, right? Unless you win in 5. Okay? Because 3, 4, and 5 will be on the road no matter where they go. They have home field advantage all the time. So they'll have to do that. Otherwise, they're going to have to win game 6 or 7 back at home. So, but that's besides the point. You know, the Yankees can close this thing out tonight, and we need to do that. I'll be back later with the lineup, and we'll talk about, you know, what we can look for and so on and so forth. I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Dominguez was in there to a capacity. Yeah, there's a role for him. I don't think it's to replace Alex Verdugo or Giancarlo Stanton, but it doesn't need to be. Okay? I think there's a role for Duke Ellis as a pinch runner. I think there's a role for Trent Grisham, too. There's a role for a lot of these guys. That's why they're on the roster. Okay? And I would hope to see some of them in here. So whether it be, again, pinch running, situational this, situational that, who knows? Defensive replacement. You know, I like the energy that we're getting from Oswaldo Cabrera. I like the energy we're getting from a lot of our guys, right? A lot of our relievers. It's kind of a collective effort across the board right now with this team. But we do need a couple of bats to start heating up. We need Jazz's bat to heat up. We need Austin Wells' bat to heat up. Thank you to Giancarlo Stanton for doing what you did last night. Okay. And I've defended you from the day you came here, and I'll continue to do that. Okay. And that doesn't mean I don't like Jason Dominguez. It doesn't mean I don't like Aaron Judge. That means I'm a big fan of Giancarlo Stanton. That's why I defend the guy. That's why I defend Garrett Cole. It doesn't mean I don't like Nestor Cortez, whoever else. That means I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Okay. I love Aaron Judge as much as I love Giancarlo Stanton. I love this Yankees team, and I want this Yankees team to win, no matter how they win. Okay? So just trying to levy a collective amount of perspective here, because so often emotions get in the way of common sense, right? And try to be as level-headed as possible. But the fact of the matter is, the Yankees need to go out there and shove tonight and close this series out tonight, so then they can figure out who they're playing. Maybe the Tigers close it out tonight. They're up 2-1. Maybe they close that out, and maybe they'll face the Tigers, or maybe they'll take it into 5 and play the Cleveland Guardians if they win. I mean, the Dodgers and Padres are going to 5. They're going back in LA. That's a high-powered series right there. 2 behemoths facing each other right now. So I'm curious to see who's going to win that one. I really am. But I'm not focused on any team but the Yankees right now. The Yankees are in a prime spot to close this thing out and really solidify themselves and really send a message tonight saying, dude, don't sleep on us, man. Don't sleep on us because we're the Yankees. Okay? Don't sleep on us because we've had a rough September or whatever it might be. You know, we may have these high-powered teams, but we are the freaking Yankees. Okay. And we're here for a reason. And we're not going anywhere. So let me know what your thoughts are. Load the comments, gang. Let's talk about this. And back later with the lineup. And hopefully we'll be celebrating the clinch win tonight. Let's go Yankees.